sense. Come on, make it.
What's good, y'all? Let's Make Sense of It podcast. We are back for another week. And like we always say,
You don't want, but you definitely need it.
you definitely need it. I go by the Bull Vance.
And I'm Ash.
We are back again. Like always.
Started like that.
we are back again. Like always, follow us on Instagram. Let's Make Sense of It _. Let's Make Sense of It _. If you are watching us right now on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're listening to us on any of your listening platforms, make sure you leave a review, like, subscribe, follow, all of that good stuff. So this week, we're gonna have some fun this week. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have some fun this week. This week's topic is cuffing season. Oh. Cuffing season. So all right, let's start off this way. Anybody who wants to explain cuffing season to the people that might not know what cuffing season is?
And
You want to just throw the air right away. Throw the air right away. So
it's too early for this. I'm just here to help.
ain't no help. This is a 3-way pyramid. Right?
Cuffing season is the time of when you kind of settle down, and when the weather start getting cool, people start going out less, and people want to be cuddled up in the crib more. You gotta find that person or persons to find somebody to binge watch TV shows with and stuff like that.
Did you say person?
Person on person. Basically along the lines, if you might have been having a hot girl summer, you might have been out here all summer, and now it's getting cold, like he said, and now you need somebody to you get lonely when it get cold for whatever reason.
What?
Get cold.
Lonely all year. If you're lonely, you're lonely in all the seasons. So.
True, but when it's summertime, they got a little bit more freedom. You want to go out, do whatever. But yeah.
So you tell me in the wintertime. So I want to know who created cuffing season. So
I don't know.
The summertime, you have a hot girl summer, a hot boy summer, whatever we want to call it. And then in the wintertime, cuffing season comes around, but you lonelier during cuffing season.
You're not going out as much.
You're lonelier during the winter because you're not going out as much.
You in the house more. It's cold. Listen, people don't like going outside when it's cold sometimes.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here.
That's really how it be, y'all. Listen, like I said, I don't know who came up with cuffing season, but hey, it's a thing. I don't know if it's just a thing in the black culture, but it's definitely.
I think it's a thing in the black culture.
You think so? You don't think they got cuffing season in other?
For sure, the black culture created it, and everybody else that utilizes that's not in the black culture, it's originated from here. This is where it came from. Because what white person you think is coming up with it?
Hey, I don't know.
Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Chinese, Asian, Korean, Indonesian, whatever. They didn't create that. It definitely came from here.
Hey,
somebody was like, you know what? It's cold outside. I want me a big nigga because I'm trying to be warm and I want to do cute stuff like drink hot chocolate and watch movies and wear matching pajamas and shit. So cuffing season this is it.
Right. Why did you think that's the stereotype when it comes to it get cold now? You need a big chick or you need a big dude.
Yes, that is literally something that goes around. Like there are women that think that.
Why? Why do you think that is the case?
He's a big
body heat?
Yes, body heat. What do you mean? He always hot. If you got a big nigga that's cold, he might be anemic. I don't know. Something wrong.
It's big nigga season. All right. So the rules. Exactly. let's do it this way. All right. The rules of cuffing season. Let's start there. What are the rules?
I thought cuffing season was one person, but Ant just pointed out you can't have persons. If it's cuffing season, you already had a hot girl summer. So if you taking that mentality into cuffing season, it's not really cuffing season. Listen, you're not cuffing anybody.
Handcuffs coming too.
Now you just attaching two bitches to each other. Okay.
Handcuffs come. No.
It's giving a real hostage situation.
It's real hostage. Rules of cuffing season. 1, take your feelings out of it. I think that's number 1 when it comes to cut. Listen.
The point of cuffing season, I swore, was the end game was you wind up in a relationship.
I don't think so.
So cuffing season is just for you to find somebody for that.
For the season. Exactly. Season? For the season.
Set rules of cuffing seasons?
Yeah.
This not in the exact order, but I think rule number 1. Oh damn. Rule number 1, you have to. I feel like it's like you're dating somebody. Cuffing season when you go on dates and find stuff to do that's not that's out of like, hey, you know what? It's just hot outside. Let's go do something different. Like cuffing season includes like harvest stuff, like
Go to the orchard.
going there.
Picking pumpkins.
You know, pumpkin picking. Haunted hay rods.
Going to haunted houses in general. That's probably part of, you know what I'm saying, anything in the winter related. Now, the matching pajamas thing, right? Is that part of cuffing season too?
All the holidays.
Really?
Cuffing season is when you do something with somebody that includes all the holidays.
On Thanksgiving, y'all wearing y'all dark greens, y'all burnt oranges and stuff. You might, I don't know if you're going to meet the family.
Damn near in a relationship. It seemed like, but
that's
you're
what
not.
Cuffing season is. It's a relationship. You going through all the. I know you seen the shit where somebody it was like an application, and you go through your tryouts. Then you go through the actual phases. Of who gonna make it to the end? The end goal is the relationship, and then when you come around about springtime, early summer, bye.
But all right. So how long is cuffing season then? From what month to what month?
Cuffing season start from, we're gonna put it from the time that them kids go to school. When the kids start going back to school,
back in late August,
you should be starting your tryouts right there. Like, but when they start going back to school, because now you got these single moms out here with free time during the daytime. So, start your tryouts and then you go about your business. By the time that either April or early May hits, relationships start dysfunctioning because they already know it's about to get hot outside.
Now you said springtime. I don't know if it goes that long, because some people say they cut you off right before Valentine's Day.
Springtime is wedding season, first off. So that means you got wedding dates, all that type of stuff. But now the argument's about to start because the summertime's coming. It's hot outside. You're getting on my nerves. Get the fuck out. See?
I guess that makes sense. That's a lot of I feel like if you meet somebody during, now that I think about it, you meet somebody during, you know what I'm saying, during cuffing season, I feel like you damn near, you hit all the major holidays.
Yes.
You hitting every
That's why I said, if you got cuffing season during this time, you can't just keep them around till Christmas over, because right after Christmas, New Year's hit, and you want to be a lonely motherfucker on New Year's? That's not fun. That is not fun. I've been there. It's not fun. Then after New Year's, Valentine's Day hit. So you definitely gotta keep them around.
Don't want to be lonely then.
What? Then what the fuck is in March?
I don't think nothing's in March. Nothing holiday wise is in March that I could think of.
Besides like Mardi Gras and stuff like that.
Yeah, like that.
You got April, it's like Easter time. All right, so that's when you see the fuck up, because nobody give a fuck about Easter but some kids. and then you got May, which bring what? Cinco de Mayo. Memorial Day.
Now you get to your senses.
Memorial Day. That's what it is. Memorial Day. But I mean, in all honesty, we only care about it for the cookouts. I mean, besides people that have veterans and everything like that. This is important. But to the masses, to the other people, we all know. Right. But I digress.
So all right. So basically, the definition is so long. So it's basically you get into a relationship. You're finding someone to get into a relationship with. That's what we established. Because sometimes people wouldn't look at it that way. Some people don't look at it. They
think not a part of cuffing season.
Yeah, they just think it's just you find somebody to live with, and then as soon as cuffing season's over, they go back to whatever they was doing. But
just carry on your hot girl summer into a lonely bitch winter.
But are hot girl summer really a thing though?
Yes.
Because at what age do you turn where it's like, all right, it's no longer a hot girl summer?
Why you gotta put an age cap?
Because you can't be 40 doing hot girl talking about hot girl summer shit.
Niggas is out here 60 doing hot boy summer shit. So why can't
them niggas just old?
All right, so let's change the name. Like, if you don't want to be 40 something or 50 being a hot girl or a hot boy, let's call it like simmer summer. I don't fucking know.
Because that sounds crazy. You 40, I'm about to have a hot girl summer.
But that's just putting the aspect on that everybody, like after a certain age, that's where a lot of pressure comes in, because it's just like after a certain age you have to be either in a relationship or in something stable, when in all reality, if you don't really want that, you like the fact of having multiple partners, or you like the fact of not committing to one person solely, this is what you're going to be doing.
Right.
So I mean,
long story short, I'm saying if y'all gonna find somebody for you, I'm saying go do what you gonna do. do what makes you happy. Because It's slim pickings out here for y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. It is slim pickings. Mm-hmm. All right, let me ask you this question: is there a difference between having privacy and sneaking?
Yes.
What's the difference?
If you're a private person, I mean, you can be a private person. You don't want everybody to know every single last thing about you. So you might not post about everything, or you only tell certain aspects of your life to certain people. Mm-hmm. Being sneaky is the simple fact that you know for sure that you hiding something or somebody. So you obliviate major details. That's like, so if you in a relationship and we'll put it on social media because that's where it mainly came from. All right. So if you in a relationship with somebody and you don't post them on social media, automatically people will automatically think you're hiding them, right? Right. But you as that person will know for sure if you're hiding them or if you're being sneaky. Right. Because when somebody reaches out to you and tries to like make a pass at you, instead of you saying I'm in a relationship and blocking that motherfucker so they no longer have contact with you, you'll say, oh, like, what's up? Now you starting the conversation. Yeah. You starting the conversation because you're being sneaky. Right. And then when your girl asking you questions or she wondering why you acting a certain way, you deleting messages. Right. Like that's how, and people say cheating start physically. No, it starts at a conversation because if you got to start deleting messages, you already hiding something. You already being sneaky. Right.
Because I don't think people know how to be private nowadays. People, how would I put it? It's a way that you can live your life normally that you can, how would I put this? It's a way that you can live your life on social media by not having your full life on social media. Mm-hmm. Meaning you can go about doing different things online or something like that. Like, all right, you could post this. People always going to be guessing. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. People try to guess. If you try to figure somebody's life out off of social media, you are already down the ball because that's never going to happen. If somebody's smart enough or they move smart enough, you ain't never going to be able to figure their life out. Mm-hmm. Like, damn, I thought you was. No, that's the difference between knowing how to go about being your private life. Mm-hmm. Now, you sneaking around, like, you know when you being sneaky. Like you said, guys and women, they know when they're being sneaky. Now, it's funny because I remember we had a conversation. We were talking about the whole emoji thing, putting the emoji over the person's face and everything. Mm-hmm. Was that be considered being private or being sneaky?
It's being weird.
Or just it's just being weird.
It's being weird. Like, in all reality, if I gotta put an emoji over my man's face, like, what am I actually hiding him from? Right. Like, who am I hiding this nigga from? Because if a bitch really want to find that nigga, she'll find any distinctive thing about that nigga in that picture besides the fact that you covered his face. Mm. She looking for tattoos, looking how his fingernails looking what type of lay he put on all the time. She'll find him. Like, motherfuckers are detectives. Social media just makes it worse because you can just find this motherfucker off of a simple shirt. Right? You can find a motherfucker off of a simple shirt. So it's just like you putting an emoji over their face to hide them and be like, oh, nobody gonna see my nigga and da-da-da. It's just like, don't post them at all.
Right. I seen the funniest thing. One of my followers, they must have posted their boyfriend or whoever the dude was, but they put the emoji over his face. Mm. But on Facebook, the mom posted the picture regular without the emoji on the face. So it was like,
your mom is not on your team. She don't understand why.
Your mom didn't understand the assignment.
What I'm saying right now is what she thinking. Why the fuck is you hiding his face?
She didn't understand the assignment. She not only uncovered his face, but she tagged the person too. So at that point,
now we got his government. Now we know his name.
At that point, mom was not a part of the team. Clearly, you and mom were not on the same page when you went about doing this.
Exactly. Just don't post him at all. Like, if you're worried that once you post him, somebody's gonna come to you as a woman and be like, oh, he was in my DM in 2020 or whatever the case may be, or he tried to sleep with me. Let me show you these messages. It's just like, all right.
It's giving rage.
It's just like, if you have proof, that's one thing. But don't just come on me with some bullshit. I don't care what he did in 2020. Bitch, I was doing me in 2020. I don't give a fuck what he was doing.
Plus, if you confident enough that you're going to be with that person, what are you hiding for? What's the big deal? What are you hiding for? That means there's something either in his past or in her past that you trying to like navigate through. You don't want nobody to know. Because there are people who say, well, mainly chicks, they'll say, oh, well, I don't want y'all chicks coming for this one or something along those lines. Like, what?
Like, listen, it all goes down to either post him or don't post him. But it really goes down to the simple fact that if somebody can take your man or take your woman, they were never yours. As simple as that. Nobody can take something that doesn't want to be took. Yeah. Unless it's an inanimate object, then, like, I can still chair out this motherfucker. It ain't gonna sit here.
Right. Now I seen this quote. It says, and I quote, it says, "Not a single nigga that played with me ended up in a better situation." Now I seen that. I seen that quote, and I was like, I thought to myself, what if you weren't the better situation and he ended up somewhere else? And what if you weren't the better situation? Like,
That's like,
I don't know why. I don't know why.
You really thought you were decent, huh?
Right, because sometimes you'll see quotes like that, like, I'm nigga never ended up in a better situation. I was like, maybe he never thought that you were that type of person to even end up in that situation. Go.
I think a lot of girls think this. Not trying to be sexist or anything like that, but is people. I feel like more so women. It's I'm a really good girlfriend. Or I'm this and I'm that. And they be like, you're only using qualities that you think for yourself instead of how other people view.
Right.
That's good.
He said, "That's it." That's it. I thought it was more than that. It was that it. That's it. That's all. He just dropped the mic on that one. No.
I can agree. I can agree to that because how you see yourself, you'll always put yourself to the highest standard.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So if you was in a relationship and you looking at all the good aspects you gave, like I was loyal, I was this and the third, it's just like acknowledgement. Let's acknowledge what you actually, if you were actually wrong in something.
Right.
If you can point out what you were wrong in and be like, you know what, that's actually a problem in a relationship, then when you go to your next one, you know what not to take. But then you'll know for sure that, that relationship just didn't end because of one thing.
Right.
It's always multiple things adding up to one thing.
You know what's crazy? It's funny you say that. So I seen a quote. It said no good marriage ended just because of cheating. Bad marriage is yes, good marriage is no. What do you think about that?
I think some marriages end because somebody stops communicating, somebody stops trying. Mm-hmm. It becomes one-sided.
Right.
I believe if it's a good marriage, like it didn't end from infidelity, we all know that's like the holy grail of bullshit that you don't want to deal with.
Right.
But other things come into that. Like, did y'all have kids and y'all start living for your kids instead of enjoying each other? Like, did y'all stop communicating the simple things? Did y'all stop dating each other? Did somebody stop liking the person that they were with?
That's the thing.
Because that's a big thing people don't understand. You can love somebody to death. You can love your kids, your mom, your dad, family members, your husband, spouse, wife, whatever.
Right,
but you cannot like them.
Yeah.
And that's a thing. And it's not to say that you have disdain for them. You just don't like them. And then certain marriages can end because you can't find your way back to liking that person. Like this person, you love them because you have to. You have time in. You feel bad about not liking them. So you overextend yourself. You try to just love them even more to start liking them, but you don't. You don't like them, and you can't sit there and tell your wife or your husband, "I love you, but I don't like you."
Right, and that's a bad thing. Like if a guy, especially for a guy, because most times, like we always say, when most relationships end, it's always what the guy did. It's never what. Why can't a guy just want?
Don't start with me.
Yeah, why a guy just can't walk away? Like guys not allowed to walk, especially when it comes to the divorce. It's like, well, why did he file the divorce? You never think that a guy would file for a divorce. You would always think that a woman would do it first. But when a guy does it, it's like, well, did I do something?
Statistically, yeah, that's the word.
Statistically,
because I
right.
I was about to fuck that up.
Right.
Statistically, I believe it's okay. Women will file usually before a man, and there's multiple reasons that a man usually files. Sometimes that man might have thought he found something better, and he decides that he wants to leave, or he actually reached his breaking point.
Right.
And a lot of men don't have that. Like they'll just stay because, either they have like a family oriented thing. Like, you don't leave. We don't divorce in this family. We stick it out. We do this. Like you're a man. You're supposed to take care of your household, your home. You're supposed to be the head of everything. So they stay instead of leaving. But you have those men who say, I don't want to deal with this shit.
Right.
So I'm leaving now. And I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, relationships like that end because somebody stops trying.
Right. It's funny when guys break off relationships, that particular woman automatically thinks it's another woman. If a guy just say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, what would your first reaction be? Like if
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Like if he just like, you know what, this just ain't working out. I feel like I'm mentally or I'm emotionally checked out. Like your reaction would be like what? Like you.
I mean, my first thought would be like, well, what the? Hold on. So you're leaving me.
Mm-hmm. Like he basically said he don't want to be in a relationship no more. Like he
So
basically
if
he's saying I'm pretty much
If he came out of nowhere, because I know how I am in my relationship, like
Right.
we communicate. So
Right.
bitch, if I knew it was already a problem, we didn't fix it, and then he said he want to leave. All right, now you know that's acknowledgement. It's some fault. It's somewhere my fault in that line that
Right.
crossed. Then now he at this point. But if we communicating and he said everything was good and everything was Gucci and I'm going about my merry way like everything is fine, and all of a sudden on a Tuesday he come to me and be like, I don't want to do this shit no more. It's gonna be like,
I want to have tacos with somebody else.
what the fuck is going on? Not tacos. Because now I know it's another bitch because you don't even eat tacos like that.
What you about to say?
I feel like women be in a frenzy when a guy leaves. I feel like women be in a frenzy. They're like, yo, like, what happened? Why you? You know what I'm saying? They try to pick your brain and figure out every little thing, and it just because that's not common when a guy leaves, especially a guy that a girl actually likes, to kind of like, well, damn, what I do wrong, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, women feel like they don't do nothing, or it could have been something small that, oh, I'm gonna work on it, I'll fix it. Like something simple as the girl not. Because I feel like guys always overextending, doing dates and shit like that, and then sometimes you got girls who kind of like who don't go out their way to make sure that the couple do shit. So
So the guy people like I don't really want to do it no more, and that can fuck up a woman's self-esteem, because especially a woman that thinks they got it all going on, and then out of nowhere, just done.
Because you want to know like what went wrong.
Right.
You do want to know that, and you know if somebody like breaks up with you, and I think we talked about this before, like getting closure. I think, but it was with friendship instead of with a relationship. But if somebody broke up with you and you felt like, and you couldn't like put your mind or pin when exactly it went wrong or what you did wrong,
Right.
it fucks you up. So yeah, the bitches do be in a frenzy because you're trying to figure out like what the fuck happened. Like I didn't. Like we talked about it, or I didn't do that, and now he's saying he don't want to be with you anymore, and he can't give you a reason, and that's where niggas fuck up it.
When they can't give you a reason,
Because you can't even articulate to me what the fuck happened.
what if you don't have a reason though? Sometimes you just don't have a reason for some things. You just be like, you just want to be out.
Then you say I don't have a reason, I just want to leave, but they won't.
The woman ain't just gonna let you. A woman ain't just gonna let you leave that easy.
A nigga won't do that. He won't just say I don't have a reason. He'll go around the reason.
No.
He will try to make her feel better. He will try to make her feel better and say it wasn't you, it was me.
Not
I
taking
didn't. Nothing you did wrong. You were amazing. You're a great girl. I just don't want to. I just don't want to do this.
yeah,
anymore.
niggas trying to protect your feelings.
Exactly.
We're gonna do that.
But that's how you fuck up, and you leave women wondering what. So now she's taking that, and she's feeling as though she did something.
Wouldn't you think
wrong.
it would be worse though if a guy just didn't have a reason?
Listen. No.
Why not, though?
Whatever your reason is, even if you don't have a particular reason, you can't articulate it. Just say, I don't have a reason. I don't want to do this.
I don't think a woman would just let that shit
women
slide.
not doing
They're not
it.
just gonna let that shit slide that easy.
Then she has to come to acknowledgement with herself that she can't accept those words. That she can't accept it. I can't accept that because if he a man, but how many men have broken up with a female and gave her an actual fucking reason instead of trying to make her feel good first,
Right.
make her feel like she didn't do anything wrong when knowing damn well he's upset that she did something wrong.
Because he might have just not. She might not have done nothing wrong. He just might just have fell out of love
But
with
when
her.
a female breaks up with a nigga, I tell you exactly what you did wrong. Exactly what I had a problem with.
But
Y'all don't have no problem sparing niggas feelings
At all.
Y'all don't.
At
So
all.
what niggas try to do is like, yo, let me like ease off. Like let me try to like not hurt her some type of way. Let me
Right.
try to find
you
a way.
already hurting her. Like she's already hurt because you breaking up with her and you don't.
True,
have
but
it
you
with
ain't trying to drop the hammer on her and just be like, all right.
I ain't saying you gotta be like, bitch, you just get on my fucking nerves, I'm out. I ain't saying you gotta be like that. But these are like grown people. This is why people can't deal with rejection. Because somebody's always coddling their hand, making them feel better
Right.
before they try to let them down easy.
Niggas
And
be
everybody doesn't need to be let down easy. Stop trying to coddle people. People need to be treated like an adult.
But niggas
You're
do-
a 30-year-old man. I'm not about to spare your fucking feelings
Yeah,
if
but
you hurt mine.
if you was dealing with a woman, and whether you were dealing with a long time or whether you was dealing for a short time, but she thought she was the shit, and then all of a sudden you just break up with her, you don't have no reason or nothing. You might just want to let her down easy, like I'm just off of you. Like sometimes you just be off of chicks.
Yo, y'all emotional creatures. Like,
Yes.
we
We are.
can try to do it the right way, and
it's still ain't gonna come out the right way.
That's nobody. But nobody will start that phase. Nobody is starting that. Nobody is having that conversation. Every female knows she's an emotional creature. Even if she want to be the hardest bitch in the mirror, I don't have no feelings. Fuck these niggas. No, you're emotional. Somebody just cracked that fucking code with you, and you let down the wrong fucking wall with the wrong person. So that's why you hard.
That's
but
when all
you're
of
emotional.
that's when all the captions and everything. That's when all the captions and the niggas ain't. But
to be a female, we deal with we build off emotion. Like we are built that way. Like everybody, you can't deny that. Like females acknowledge it. We are built differently from a man. No matter how much equality I want in this fucking world, we are emotional creatures. Men are not. We are taught that we can deal with our emotions. Men are not.
Right.
But somebody has to eventually have the conversation that if something goes wrong, if I need to tell you something, I should be able to speak freely with you. Because like y'all said, a female has no problem sparing a nigga's feelings.
Right.
She'll call you a dirty dick nigga. Like if her feelings is hurt, she going for your fucking jugular. Yeah. Automatically.
But the feelings still gonna be hurt though. If the guy just be like, all right, I'm done. Her feelings is still gonna be hurt. But she might take it to the extreme, or she might not believe it right away. Some chicks they don't want to believe it. You just saying that.
That's a delusional female.
Right.
We're gonna put that out there.
Oh no, we still go together.
But if she's adult enough, she'll be hurt with that conversation regardless. Especially if she actually cared about you, she'll be hurt with that conversation regardless. I'm not saying she's not gonna be.
You just never know what a woman.
But at the end of the day, if she is comfortable with herself, if she can acknowledge that hurt, she won't take it with her.
Right.
But females that don't acknowledge that hurt, that wind up delusional and thinking, and they don't get no closure, they take that shit with them everywhere.
It's a lot of
everybody deals with it.
It's a lot of delusional females out here. They don't know how to deal with a breakup because they usually the first ones that's doing the breaking up. That's the problem.
You be fucked up if you dated 10 niggas like in your lifespan. Let me say you 35. You dated 10 niggas in your lifespan. Many relationships to like year-long relationships to, probably a big one or two.
Right.
And all in relationship, you broke up with somebody. Let's say you get to the 10th one.
Right.
And this motherfucker break up with you. You want to scratch your head because all them other relationships, you let them niggas go.
That's supposed to be a reality check.
And that one right there was like, nah, you ain't it. Yeah, you gonna have to figure out what the fuck happened. Cause it could be you and it could be him.
Reality check kick in though, cause she was always the one that was doing the breaking up. Oh, I'm this, I'm that, and then that one guy come along, and especially if it's a guy that she feel like that might not necessarily always been on her level. Oh man, she gonna be hurt.
Yeah, like you called him an ugly nigga to your friends, but that ugly nigga played the shit out of you. How you feeling?
They don't talk about that one.
How you feeling?
That's the one. That's the breakup. They don't talk about that one. What happened? We went separate ways. They don't talk about that one.
You told the nigga when y'all first started going out, oh, you're not really my type, but I like you, and you don't think that stuck with him?
And then you gave him,
and then all of a sudden he leveled up on you, and now you the ugly motherfucker when in the beginning you wasn't that. It hurt your feelings, right? So what we doing?
Hey, listen. let me get this. So the guy says, when I get in a relationship and she ain't pretty enough for my homies or random people to praise me and give me credit and tell me I'm the dog, then I'm breaking up with her. Approval matters at all times. I don't care if her soul and intentions are genuine. Then he says, if y'all date for personality, that's cool and everything, but I'm talking about my preference. So I don't give a fuck if y'all keep crying. I don't want to wake up next to a personality. I want to wake up next to a 10.
Nobody goes out looking for a fucking personality when they first looking for somebody. If you outside,
they going for the looks.
You looking at somebody. They matter. Looks matter, like regardless of what your preference is. You like there are niggas out here that are ugly cute. Like at a certain angle, they like
the ugly cute.
But then when they throw that shit on, you be like, oh, you look good. You're ugly cute. But for somebody, you is that one in a fucking million. That's perfectly fine. There are females that are ugly cute. Like
there's a lot of ugly cute females out here.
You can't wake up and just go outside and be okay because it's gonna be like what the fuck.
Ugly cute.
And then there are other girls that can wake up, go outside, bomb bitches. Like they ain't got no makeup on or nothing. They just look like bomb bitches at 10 o'clock in the morning.
But dudes just don't gravitate to them for some reason. Sometimes you gotta look in there. It's a reason. There's a lot of bad chicks out here, but certain dudes, they won't approach them. Sometimes the chicks say, oh, I might look unapproachable. Sometimes the guy probably be like, nah, she probably just gonna be trouble.
Yeah, but then they'll go after that female, and then you find out this is an ugly person because their personality is shitty. And she's very vain and shallow. Then you be like,
I get it.
Now I
she
see
got laundry all around her.
You
go to her crib, she got laundry all around the living room. And
but you see a lot of Louis, like the Louis
you see
bags,
all the bags.
And you see like the Prada bags. Like she went shopping. Like she got all the fly shit, but her soul is real dark.
Yeah. Them ugly cute girls be winning though. They be the ones. You be like, she slight medium. She medium ugly.
There be ugly niggas that's winning. That's why a lot of the ugly niggas can dress. Cause when somebody's looking at you, they gonna be like, they gonna see your face, they gonna be like, but then they gonna see your outfit, they gonna be like, let me see. And then you find out that the ugly nigga that you was about to pass up might be the fucking love of your life.
Yeah. Like we always say, you don't want to date nobody that nobody attracted to though. That's a red flag. Like if nobody like them DMs is dry, like nobody trying to talk to nothing.
Looking at
like
you.
nobody hearted a picture or nothing. That's a bad joint. You don't want to date one of those.
No, I don't want a popular ass nigga and I'm
you don't want that
fighting
either.
off bitches. But I want a nigga like, you got some juice? Hey, okay, we got some juice.
As a guy, you walk around, and when you walk around and you see a chick, she throw that shit on, and you already know it's gonna be like, oh, here we go. It's about to be some shit. Listen, guys be like in their head, they be like, man, it's about to be some shit. But also they be like, hey, I got that.
You see the outfit, her ass gonna sit in that outfit. So somebody else was gonna look because you looked when she had it on.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
All right, we're gonna get to this one, and then I got a bunch of scenarios to close out the show. There's a whole bunch of them, but I want to talk about this one first. So the woman that got fired, she was a therapist, right? And she got fired basically for her delivery, pretty much, right? Was that? Mm-hmm. So you could probably break the story down. I seen the story, but you could probably break it down more than me because you also read an article about it too.
So she's a black therapist. I would say that, but she's very, I would say non-traditional. And how she makes her delivery. She has a lot of videos on TikTok, and how she talks about mental health and how she delivers it is very like having a conversation with someone that like you cool with or whatever case may be, that you close to or have a personal relationship with. And that was her delivery, and she did a lot of cursing and everything. At this particular time, she made a video, and she was coming at black men about going to therapy because they're not emotional. They have no emotional like knowledge, and they don't know how to acknowledge their emotions. They don't know how to deal with them. They don't know how to talk about them. They don't know how to articulate them. But she was like, it was a lot of bitches and a lot of curse words thrown out there and everything like that. And black men came for her on Twitter and saying like, she was the worst therapist. Don't go to her. My therapist is a black woman or a black man, and they don't talk to me this way. And then a black woman wrote an article about her, but didn't reach out to her to get her side of the story and to get a cleanup of maybe what her delivery was and what if people missed the message because all they heard were the curse words and how they came, and they just took that as a feeling instead of listening to what she said. And in all reality, it was just basically saying that black men need to go to therapy. Like everybody is pushing this mental health thing for black people as a culture, but also black men, right? Because there are a lot of black men who don't know how to deal with their emotions, don't know how to talk about them. So they wind up being these hardened characters walking outside, and they can't mesh with another person because they don't know how to have a conversation. Right. Everything is just swept underneath the rug, or I'll get over it. Like you can't cry, you can't really talk about what you're going through with anybody because you feel as though you're going to be judged automatically. Right. And like it was just fucked up because she got fired. And like she said her job talked to like shareholders and like thought it was best to let her go. Like y'all literally did all that when her message was very simple: go to therapy and get help with your problems, because y'all will wait until y'all get into relationships and then y'all put it all on your significant other to deal with your fucking trauma. Right.
So was she fired because of the way was she fired because she put it on on
she was
social
fired
media?
because the article came out about it. If
That's crazy, though.
The video itself is the video itself, or whatever case. Like people could have reposted the video, maybe she would have got reprimanded for it, but because someone wrote an article about that, and then it flocked everybody to it to go see it, and then there was a whole lot of a lot of people upset. And the black woman, I'm gonna put this out there, the black woman that wrote that article put out her personal information, her real name, so people found her job. All right. So that's how all that unraveled, and it's fucked up because instead of her doing her due diligence as a journalist reporter, she didn't even reach out to this woman to talk to her about it, and that's fucked up because you didn't get her side of the story. Yeah, that's any good writer. Number one, you're supposed to be able to write from both sides of things, so you can't just do a one-sided story. That's what they do with the media. That's why they got different channels for different things. One side of the media doing this way, one side of the media doing that way. But if you're a journalist, you got to know all right, I might not agree with what the other side is, but I at least got to write that into my article, because if you write an article just slamming this person,
they not even trying to hear what she got to say.
Nope.
And you just fucked up that lady career, or maybe not her career, but her working at that particular place. But you know these places, they be all connected. They try to blackball you from the entire business. It don't matter what business you in. You do something wrong in that particular business, somebody knows somebody that you probably work with, and they be trying to blackball you.
And she did make apology videos. The therapist made apology videos on TikTok apologizing to black men how she delivered her message, but she was standing 10 toes down on her message. She apologized for the delivery. In all reality, I don't think she should have apologized. Like, why am I apologizing to you because you didn't like the delivery of my message? But my message is very clear. Because the fact that I was telling y'all exactly what not to do in that message and y'all did it anyway.
Right. So
nobody listened to my message. All you listened to was the negative and you took it, ran with it, felt your emotions, beat it your chest and said, I don't like this shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
My fault. Her being a therapist and how she is, like, perception is reality. So if she's putting this on social media and she has clients and so forth and so on, don't nobody know what goes on in those, in those meetings. So
right.
I feel like whoever she was, a therapist too, should have stepped up and said something. But it's, yo, you look crazy right now. You're a therapist. Certain stuff, like, is you're a therapist. You should be treading lightly with social media because a lot of the stuff that people come and talk to you about is very personal.
Right.
So if you're putting out there about how black men don't do this, well, what if some of your patients are black men? So now people are looking at you like, well, damn, this is how you feel about your patients?
Right. So now they don't want to go. Now they don't want to go to.
Yeah, and she did say 90% of her patients were black men.
Ain't that some shit? So they probably like, well, damn,
were black men. That's why I think that's why she made the video initially,
right? Because
they probably all have the same common issue.
Yeah. All right. Let me get this quote, and then we get into our 2 cent segment. It says, and I quote: "If all men cheat, why leave a man just for cheating?"
What?
The quote said, "If all men cheat, why leave a man just for cheating?" It's super toxic. I know. I found the quote. Hey, listen, I'm just a deliverer, baby. I don't do the pack. I'm not putting the package together. I'm just delivering.
Listen, if somebody cheats on you and you don't want to put up with it, leave.
Right. I guess the person that wrote this was basically saying, well, if y'all say
you gonna get cheated on regardless.
Pretty much.
That is a horrible way to fucking think.
It's a terrible way to think about it. But they say, well, to the women, that's all we say. If all men cheat, then why would you just leave them just for cheating?
No,
it's super toxic. First of all, that sounds crazy because that's
that's
like saying if all women cheat, then why leave
all your niggas cheat. I don't believe that I don't believe every man on this earth is just cheating on every time you get into a relationship. I don't believe every man is just cheating every time you unless that nigga just enjoys it. I don't fucking know.
Right.
But like you're telling me that every relationship that's out there, that man has stepped out on that woman. Every relationship, no matter what it is.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. That was just somebody that might have been a serial cheater.
I feel like it was a man that wrote
he might have been a serial cheater. It was like, you know what? It sounded good. People write shit all the time and they be like, oh, it sounded good. And in their mind it sounded good.
He gonna cheat anyway. Just stay with the one that didn't cheat. Like cheat. Like he didn't have sex with her, but he was texting another bitch. Stay with that one. But you can leave the one that like he had sex with about 2 other bitches. Like leave that one. But the other ones, the ones that didn't do as much, they okay.
Super. All right, let's get a little petty here.
Not petty.
All right, so it's a 2 cent segment. So let me start off with this one. So basically, just along the lines is it was a lady. She was it was her baby shower, and I don't know if it was the hormones or whatever, but she basically said if y'all didn't bring a gift, then y'all can leave. So here's the clip.
Ellie and Tia got a very special announcement for y'all right here, right now. I'm gonna give the mic to them. Let's go.
All right, so first and foremost, thank y'all all for coming. Appreciate y'all. Definitely got to give a shout out to everybody that played a role in this.
Not everybody, because some people came and didn't even bring a gift. Say something, because this kind of gives me wedding vibes. At my wedding, a lot of people came, but they didn't bring a gift. So if you came to the baby shower and you didn't bring a gift, you can leave. She didn't mean that.
No, I meant it. I meant it, Pam.
It's the baby hormones.
It ain't no hormones.
She didn't mean that.
I meant that.
I meant exactly what I said. So if you didn't bring a gift, you can get up and go. I said what I said. Yeah, I did. That's what I'm saying. That's the baby hormones. All right.
So they started laughing because she was dead ass serious. She basically said along the lines, if you didn't bring a gift, you can go.
Yes.
So
Goodbye. Have a good day.
if you're at that baby shower,
I brought a gift. So
but if you're at a table with somebody that probably didn't bring a gift, scratch that. I'll do one better. If you're her, and you feel that way, do you say it at that particular moment?
I probably wouldn't have said it. I would have been mad though. I would have been like, "What was the point of coming?" What is the point of going to a baby shower without a gift?
I've seen stories where they say like when people invite people to baby showers, they say if you don't bring a gift, don't come. I've seen that happen.
It's no point of you coming. People
Like, why
say
are you
like,
there?
"Oh, they wanted to come, to support you." No, it's a baby shower. Like the literal, what the meaning of that is in the fucking title. It's a baby shower. You are showering the baby. Now it's a difference. Now this is difference. This bitch that had 3 boys and she's having a baby shower for this 4th boy.
Yeah, after the 3rd one, that's just that.
That's like supporting your habits, sis. I'm not.
Actually, I think after 2, unless it's a third, unless the third one is a different,
or
you know what I'm saying?
like a different gender, then that's something. But like you continue to pop out kids. No, I'm not. I'm not coming to every.
We ain't gonna
baby
keep
but
contributing to your habit.
Like if you come into somebody's baby shower or whatever the case may be, like I mean, a wedding. I don't know a lot of people that bring gifts to weddings.
You're supposed to.
I mean, but that's the thing. I don't see too many people do that. Like weddings I've been to, I don't see too many people like doing like big gifts. Like it's more so like the elders, like your aunts, your uncles, grandparents, mother, father, like those people kind of give you gifts, and maybe a few of your guests give you gifts. But it's not it usually isn't a big thing. I don't know.
You're supposed to either give a gift or give money, because I think
but everybody don't build a wedding registry, like a baby shower registry.
No, I get that, but you're supposed to get some type of money, because I think from people I know that got married, they always say they put out a certain amount of money, so they pretty much but they hope they get close to amount of that money that they spent back. Yeah, which would make sense. I mean, if you got
a baby shower, it's different. Even a card with money, a gift card, if you couldn't get a gift or you didn't feel like looking around for a gift. But they build baby shower registries, like just buy what's on the registry for the baby shower. This is specifically what I'm asking for. I built this registry for shit that I actually want. Right. So buy it.
It's funny you say gift cards. Would you feel offended if, this is just completely off topic, I seen it. It was somebody's birthday. I think it was somebody I followed. It was their birthday, and their friend didn't get them anything. They got them a gift card last minute. Would you feel a certain way if a friend brought you a gift card last minute? Because would you look at it as it was a last minute gift?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Because some people are like, some people would say, oh, it was last minute. It wasn't no thought involved. Especially if, all right, let me put you this in there. If you did something big for their birthday and they reciprocated with just that.
No, now we gotta have a conversation. We gotta have a,
like, you went all out for their birthday. You might have planned a dinner. You might did this and that, and then your birthday come around and the energy isn't reciprocated at all.
Yeah, I mean, I've been through that. I've definitely been through that. You do more for your friends, and everybody kind of rallies around them and does everything for them. And then when it comes to like your birthday, it's kind of
not the same energy.
It's not the same energy. But what I've learned with that is that I'ma just stop inviting motherfuckers. It is what it is. You gonna look for me on my birthday? I'm out the country. Oh, you didn't tell me. No reason. You're not going. You're not gonna spend money for it. You're not buying me a gift. Like, no, you don't acknowledge that this is important to me. So
I'm gonna acknowledge. I'm not gonna acknowledge you.
I'm not gonna acknowledge you. We still friends. That's fine. But just know I'm not gonna keep. Nobody wants to keep dealing with that. But as far as that baby shower goes, bitch, bring a gift. Money in a card, cash apps, whatever the case may be. Like, I don't buy groceries I don't know. It's something. Like, if you want to come over and, help put the baby stuff away or help me get the nursery together, like, reciprocate those things. There's no point. Like, if you have a baby shower, say if you got 100 people at your baby shower, only 20 of them bring gifts.
Yeah, that's bad percentage right there. That's 20%.
Like the room doesn't match. It doesn't match. Like you got this big ass crowd, but your gift area is very meek.
Yeah.
Now it's one thing if you're impatient like me, like whenever that time comes and I have a child, more than likely I'm gonna buy a lot of that shit.
That way you ain't
I have no patience to wait for shit like that.
Most women don't though. Like, I'm gonna get everything for the baby.
Everything gonna be done by
the mom usually gets most of the moms usually get most of the stuff anyway. Especially
but the baby shower will be a joyous occasion. I still expect you to bring a gift, regardless of what the fuck I got. Bring a gift.
Hey.
So for those type of events, we celebrating life as a whole. So if wedding, baby shower, birthday parties is common courtesy. Not even common courtesy, nigga. You come here, I'm paying for shit.
Right.
Buy some shit. Buy some. Bring a gift. Like help me celebrate the life that we celebrating. Like all that good shit. Money or I feel like a gift card is kind of like, all right, whatever. That's still money, right. But you could have just took that same money, made it actual cash, wrote a nice little card, made it thoughtful instead of giving me a gift card. What the fuck is that? Like bro, you coming to celebrate me. I'm putting money out for shit anyway. Right. On top of that, we celebrating life, newborn or what if, getting married. Like, yo, this is us coming together. Right. Bring some shit. You don't bring nothing. Unless you on hard times and we didn't, I feel like common courtesy as a friend. Yo, I'm down bad, bro. I got you later, or right. You let somebody know instead of you showing up and just empty handed. Like I'm gonna look at you like, why the fuck is you here, bro? Like you came empty handed, no gift, no money, no nothing. Then like Mitch, say something to me before you get embarrassed. Right.
Or if you like the type of person you didn't bring a gift and you just sitting in the crowd as a spectator.
You just there.
Like if you didn't bring a gift, this is a way you can get around the shit. If you didn't bring a gift, start participating in the shit. Like they need you to hand out shit, start handing shit out. They need somebody to serve the food. Start serving the food. They need you to pack these gifts down, like the downsize all this shit. Start doing that. Help load the shit in the car. That's how you get around it. But the ones that don't bring a gift and you're just sitting in the crowd, like you sitting at the back table or the middle table or the front table, wherever the fuck you sitting at, you're not doing anything. Why did
smiling.
you come? You can't say you came to support me because you're eating, you're drinking, you're having your merry fucking way, but you didn't bring anything.
You didn't bring anything. That's just a bad look.
You ain't supporting a damn thing.
You supporting you eating. You supporting yourself. You supporting this plate when you put the food on there. That's what the fuck you supporting.
Dollar Store, Burlington, Marshalls. A lot of them got a bunch of baby shit.
Yeah.
I've done it. Last minute baby shower gifts because the bitch wasn't focused. But I'm not coming empty handed.
Absolutely not. All right, let me get this. This is super petty. It says, my neighbor caught his girlfriend cheating. Never said anything. Waited until she went on her trip with her friends and gave all her shit to Goodwill. He's breaking his lease Monday and moving into his new apartment Friday. And she comes back next Tuesday and she don't know shit. Now, first of all, that's super petty, number one. That's as petty as it gets. So if you were in that situation,
I'm suing him.
You suing him?
Yeah.
Why are you suing him though?
Because why the fuck would you touch my shit?
Why would you cheat on him?
Pause.
Pause. Why would you?
He can't take that to court. Was we married or we dating? He can't take it to court.
Don't matter. Was his name on the lease?
It was her name on the lease.
Was both of your names on the lease? Is the question.
Listen,
if it was just his name, he ain't gotta worry about it.
If it was his name on the lease or whatever case to me, and her stuff was there are still laws against that. He can't just give her shit away to Goodwill.
He sent to a good cause. He could have threw the shit outside. Then it would have been trash.
Either way, you touched my shit. So what type of bitch am I gonna be when I come back?
Technically, first of all, you let somebody touch you. So now I'm gonna take all your shit. Your shit got to go. Fuck is you talking about?
If in that moment you were so upset that I cheated and you let me go on this damn trip.
No, he wasn't that upset in the moment. Clearly, because he waited.
No,
he had a different type of patience. That's a different type of petty.
He was just a calm motherfucker upset. That's fine.
That's a different type of petty though.
But the simple fact that you waited till I went on my trip.
Absolutely.
You took my personal belongings and you gave them to Goodwill, right?
Yep.
And then and then you were breaking the lease.
Don't listen.
So I ain't gonna have nowhere to come home to. All right. So
you ain't gonna know because you gonna be blocked when you come back.
She's wrong for cheating on him. That is not. I'm not denying that or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the fucking day, it's still consequences to his fucking actions. So that shit, he's not done with her.
No.
He's not done with her by a long shot. Depending on the type of bitch she is, he's not done with her by a long shot. Now me, motherfucker.
You come back, everything going. You gonna think first, you gonna think I robbed, number one. But number two,
no, not even robbed, because if I can't get into the apartment.
Oh yeah.
If I can get to the apartment, I already know what's going on. Come on.
No, that's super petty though. If he changed the locks too,
he can't change the locks. He moved out the fucking apartment. I can't get in the bitch.
No, if he was smart, he would tell them tell him he lost his keys and change the locks. That way, when he do move out the apartment now, you chalk.
At the end of the fucking day, if that was me,
at the end of the day, you shit at Goodwill.
If I was her, when I came back from my trip and everything like came to a realization of what was going on, all right, bitch, you was wrong. You cheated on him. Like, you can't knock that, but nigga.
So you mad that your stuff gone? So you more mad about the stuff than you is that he just left.
Anybody that's mad that somebody left after they cheated, that's just stupid. That's manipulative shit. Cause you cheated. Like, you ruined the fucking relationship. You did it. Like,
he went out with a bang though. I'm gonna keep it being with you. Like, he went out. Perfectly,
I'm gonna bang that ass.
Listen,
I'm gonna tear that ass up.
Listen. He said,
I get to it.
He said, I'm out.
That's fine.
That's on you.
He did it quietly. That's perfectly fine. But he has to know.
That's super petty though.
He has to know that shit is not over. It's not over. It's not over.
That's my kind of petty. I like that.
Super.
I like that.
That's super petty. He said, you out the country. I'm moving everything out. I'm taking your shit to the Goodwill. He could have left your shit outside too. I mean, listen. He made sure it went to a good cause.
He played that role nicely. I like that.
Yeah, that was
cool. That was some smooth
like
shit.
I'm very happy. I'm so happy y'all like that. I want to see y'all try that shit. I want to see somebody close and personal try that shit. I mean, I want to see the outcome.
Listen,
I done did some petty shit. I done shitted on a lot of people in the past 2 years, and I'm not sorry. But
that's he said he ain't sorry, but that's super. That's a different type of. He wait, you left the country. You out there, you can't even do nothing. Like, you don't even know. You don't even see it coming.
I'm pretty sure that he said the girl didn't know. Cool. I'm pretty sure, but he probably did some extra shit to clean his hands from the situation and make it look like, yo. Yeah. Like, unless somebody ratted on him, but other than that, I'm pretty sure he made sure he washed his hands. So when she came back, she was oblivious to what the fuck happened.
You know what's crazy?
I bet you that neighbor that saw everything fucking unfolding is gonna tell her.
He probably
no. The neighbor actually. The neighbor. I think it was another extended version. I said the neighbor actually said they helped out.
I got you, bro.
Yeah,
let's take it together.
The neighbor actually said he helped out. That's wild though. You know the top and to top, like, what would be even crazier is if he like just moved to another state. Like, he was just going all together. Like, he moved all that shit out. All the shit was going. He just disappeared completely. Now she thinking something even happened to him. She don't know what the fuck happened. It's like some shit off a TV show.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. It says guy went to jail for 5 years for not paying child support. Goes to court. Find out that the kid is not his. What should happen or what should be done?
I'm gonna beat the shit out of her, yo. I will beat her ass.
5 years.
I will
just to get a DNA. First of all, it's wild that he would be able to even get to that point of going to jail for 5 years without them even DNA testing him. But I don't know how different states' rules work and everything. But
I don't think they would DNA test him. If he was taking care of him, I don't think
that's ridiculous. 5 years in jail. Somebody got to come out of pocket.
She's a fucked up individual, and she deserves to get her ass beat.
Somebody got to come out of pocket.
I need her like feeding tube ass beat.
Damn.
I'll be that mad. I had to spend 5 years in jail, so that means I lost my house, car, lost my job. People out here thinking that I'm just this no good ass. It's gonna be harder for me when I get out of this bitch. And I was fine before I got in this bitch.
Man, you got it all the time. Yo, that's wild. That's ridiculous.
So that means she let him go to jail.
Exactly.
And you let him sit there for 5 years, knowing that wasn't
she didn't know. She knew it was a possibility that wasn't your kid. Or it wasn't his kid. Like, that's irresponsible. I feel like at that point something should happen to her. Not just. I mean, I know you said beat her ass, but I feel like she need to go sit her dumb ass in jail for 5 years.
Oh yeah, she definitely did.
Trade a 5 for
one or the other, whichever one y'all can do first. Hospital or prison? Which one we doing?
That's ridiculous. It says on the 17th day of our marriage. It says the chick. She says her husband confessed that his coworker is having his first child. He expects me to accept his seed, and 2, he expects me to understand that he got love for her, and they work together, so our marriage can't disrupt that. Advice.
Annulment.
On the 17th day of marriage.
Annulment. I'm taking half. Annulment half.
From the just
annulment in half. This is what it is. It's infidelity. We got a prenup? We ain't got that.
I would hope so.
We ain't got that.
I wonder why he waited until
he had to marry her first. I don't want to say why he waited till he married
why
her.
would he wait till he married her? Tell her you having your first child, so that means somewhere along the line, so 9 months probably before that. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how. First of all, we gotta think about how far along is she. Number one,
and how much money did we put into this wedding? How much of my money is in this wedding? Because now I want that money back.
I wonder why he said anything at that point. At that point, you got that.
Because the woman that's having his baby would have came to her as a woman eventually. This is his child.
That's ridiculous.
Here you go. This is his seed. This is his first child. So that means me as your wife, I'm not having your child.
Yeah, that's.
Feeding tube.
That's just the name of the show, feeding tube. Now just put that. Now everybody just in the feeding tube.
Feeding tube, because y'all disrespectful. Y'all is foul individuals.
Now this was one. This is one where you ask yourself, why do? This is where you think when certain baby moms get entitled. So it says, she texts her baby dad, is he going to bring our son back home? He said, yeah, we grabbing some food first. She said she was like, okay, can you grab me something? She said this nigga said, no, I can't be feeding nobody else's girlfriend. She gonna say LMAO, this man hates my guts. Now, why does she not realize that? I mean, he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. At least he has some boundaries. Like, no, we're not that. So
we ain't that.
I'm not feeding you. Why does she think? Why do some children's mothers? I'm not gonna say baby moms. Why do some children's mothers think they're so entitled when you're not with the guy that you're supposed to have the same type of shit that your kids do? Like he feeding his son that y'all had together. You're not a part of that.
It's not even. It's just the relationship that y'all have. Like there are parents that can co-parent, and if she would have texted that to the nigga, to the right nigga, he would have been like, all right, cool. What you want? Da da da. Like no strings attached. There's nothing extra to it. But y'all be texting y'all baby fathers that don't like y'all, and you be thinking that you gonna get something out of it, and like saying he hates your guts. It's like I don't hate your guts, bitch. I just don't like you, so I'm not gonna buy you food.
People, yo, baby moms and baby dads, they really be beefing. Like it be on some, it be like some serious shit.
Like y'all can't even have simple conversations. Like I be ready to say like y'all need a mediation theory. Like do y'all need to fuck one last time? Like do y'all got some pent up anger attention that's just gonna be released from that? Like as a sexual tension? I don't know. You be like it be the transformation to be it'd be unbelievable to me, because especially the ones that have like maybe 1 or 2 kids by a specific person, and then they just grow to completely hate that person altogether. And I always wonder, like, what happened? Like, is the divide of y'all not being together that much really? I think they don't go over, like, with them breaking up, it's just us breaking up that they don't think about the kids. The kids is an after effect sometimes. And so it winds up now the kid is more than likely 9 times out of 10, the kid now lives with mom full time. Dad lives on his own. Dad gets the kids during the week sometimes, and then every other weekend is his weekend, and then it's my weekend. And it's just like nobody talked about what would happen if y'all ever got to that point, because everybody lives in this bliss that y'all gonna be together forever. That's fine, but have a conversation of a what if, because y'all need to know those steps. Like what's gonna happen if we break up. Like, do the kids live with me full time? Do they live with you full time? Like, are you gonna be able to do this? Do you have to do that? And then if y'all can come to that plan, maybe it can, live out that way if it ever comes down to y'all breaking up.
Right.
Not now, it may not happen. Somebody starts, doing them and acting stupid, like they didn't have this conversation. That's fine too. But you know that you had it. So that's the point where it's like, all right, now we're going to child support court because you didn't stand up to your agreement. But some of y'all just be out here putting niggas on child support, making their life a living hell, using your kid as a pawn. Or some of y'all dads forget that you actually partook in making this fucking kid and act like you scot-free.
Yeah, it's these dads.
There's no balance.
Y'all got to stop making excuses why you can't take care of your kid. That's because you don't make excuses for why you can't get to work. You don't make excuses of why you can't deal with your girlfriend you're dealing with right now. You don't make excuses for why you can't go hang with your niggas. You can't make excuses for why you can't be with your kid, but don't make excuses for nothing else. Like if that's your kid, you created that kid, you helped with that kid. You need to be there and be responsible for that kid. Like, especially if it's not a mom that's holding you back. Like if the mom is just really chilling and saying, come get your kid, come take care of your kid, come do all of this, and you're not taking care of your responsibilities, I can't respect that. And if you a guy that's around a guy that's doing this, you can't respect that either. Like that's nothing about that is honorable, nothing about that is respectable. You made kids, you can't have kids, you just can't just have kids out here. Especially being a father, you just can't have kids out here that you just don't see, don't take care of. That's not cool. That shit is corny. And then that's when your baby mom, she gonna bash you. And at that point, that's when I agree with her. And now, cause some do, you know, some baby moms do unfairly, you know, bash some dads, but some of y'all niggas, y'all deserve it. Y'all had that shit coming to y'all. Y'all, that's ridiculous. Like, why you can't buy your son school uniforms, but you on the block every day doing dumb shit?
I don't on the block every day.
Yeah, you on the block with 20 niggas that y'all probably got $20 between y'all. Like, what are we doing here? But you can't buy your kids fucking a pair of pants. You can't buy them school clothes. You can't buy them a fucking a composition book. You can't buy them book bags. School supplies probably cost a total of $50. You go right to the little dollar store or something, get you some books, book bags.
They don't cost $50.
No, it's a little more than that. All right, maybe I took it a little too far, but
they spend about $200 something on school supplies.
You get the point. you get the point. All right, maybe. All right, you right.
It's communication.
But still, you still should be able to take care of something. Like, come on now.
If one parent can and the other parent can't, like, I don't believe nobody should be bashed for that.
Right.
Like, if you know that you make more and you can put out more, but this parent can't do that, like, don't think that they should match you, because just as well as you have a life to live, like, they got to take care of themselves too. Some of y'all just be like, well, I bought him $150 pair of sneakers. I'm not buying him that. I don't make that much, or my living bills for me to just basic shit, not extravagant shit, not taking trips, not hanging out. My basic shit is maybe taking up most of my check or whatever case me. Y'all can't say it's not a reality, because it is. Like, the cost of living is very fucking high, and the fucking wages don't match it. So if you can afford to give more and this parent can't give more, but they're still doing what they can, then y'all meet in the fucking middle somewhere. But don't be trying to just raise yourself to this higher standard, saying that you can do this, that, and the third, and this parent is even trying or trying to put their best foot forward or trying to find an alternative, and you bashing them for it. It's a difference if they make more than you and they do the bare fucking minimum.
Yeah.
It's a difference if y'all make the same and they do the bare minimum or do nothing. Yeah. That's when it's like, all right, motherfucker, you like horrible.
Figure that shit out, yeah.
But you sometimes them scales tip, and you might not always be in the same position you were. So don't bash somebody that's actually trying to meet you halfway.
Yeah, like I said, y'all find that money. You find that money to get that weed. You find that money to take care of that fucking seed. Put that on the shirt. You find the money to get that weed. You find a way to take care of that seed. Ready to show up when it comes to overall cuffing season, and then overall just these crazy ass scenarios, man. Cause
don't listen to Vince when they say cuffing season. Don't get your feelings involved. You're more than likely gonna get feelings involved. It's gonna happen. I mean, do y'all? It's gonna get cold out here.
Listen,
soon.
y'all gonna be
want to go on
sharing
cute
hoodies.
Dates.
You know what I'm saying? Be sharing hoodies.
Y'all want to do cute dates and stuff like that. Find you the right nigga, right female, you know, and get with it. Y'all know what it's about to be like out here, and you don't want to be the lonely motherfucker. No. Picking apples or pumpkins or riding on hay rides and shit like that. If you got your kids, you know you ain't gonna be alone. Yeah. But if you ain't got them, you know, get you a pet. If you can't find a nigga, can't find a female, get you a pet. Turtle, snake.
Not
rabbit,
a turtle.
gerbil,
You dollar the turtle.
Cat, dog.
Don't be
I'm just saying,
don't be 60 years old with a bunch of cats. You got cats, turtles, dogs. Like,
birds. You get a turtle.
You get a pigeon lady outside. Like,
a ferret, a bird. I don't know. A fucking gerbil.
Just every
a bunny. Like, you know, there are a lot of companions out here. So maybe your cuffing season is different from everybody's cuffing season. But you know,
don't try to keep up with these trends either, man.
That part.
Don't try to keep with you. Trying to cuff somebody now. Listen. You going back to your baby dad. You going back to your baby mom. Y'all just please. Let's not keep going through these cycles. It's about to be 2023 in a couple months. Can we stop going through the same cycles, please?
Not gonna happen.
Please, like,
start having conversations about shit that's uncomfortable. You
if
guys.
y'all gonna do like, yo, listen. If you just want to deal with a person, just to deal with them how you want to deal with them, let them know that up front. Mm-hmm. Stop dealing with a person, and then they think y'all gonna turn into something, but you thinking there's something else. Just let them know up front, please.
Yep.
Because y'all keep going down these same cycles. I'm sure your girlfriends is tired of hearing about it. I'm sure these niggas is tired of hearing about it. Bro, you back with her again. Mm-hmm. I'm sure social media is tired of hearing about it. Like, come on. Like, this is it. Like, come on. At this point, if you've been following somebody on social media for so long, you kind of damn near know their damn life. And you like, well, it's getting close to that season. We already know what's coming up now.
Everybody, we are over the delusions as well. So if you out here being a delusional person,
please
thinking that that's your man, or your girl, and they not.
Yeah, that's your situation, your fucking situation.
They were yours at that moment when y'all was together. Yeah, y'all not together. Y'all not in each other's sight. It's not yours. So the delusions.
Well, y'all out here
get rid of
sharing,
them.
but that's another story. That's another top for another time.
They not what?
They out here. I said a lot of y'all out here sharing, but that's another story for another time.
And just like that, we're about to.
Oh man, listen. Like I always say, man, common sense ain't always common. So put a little bit more smarts in the world. Hey, be a little bit smarter too. You know what I'm saying? Be a little bit more smarter. Jesus, it's the same thing, but I gotta say it that way too. Be smarter. You know what I'm saying? Be a little bit smarter. If y'all need gear, Letsmakesenseofitpodcast.com. We ship it anyway. It's free shipping. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep coming up to us. Because I mean, if you catch us, we might have something, but like, come on, man.
You be sure.
Yeah, it's free shipping, man. Go ahead. We ain't knocking nobody upside the head, man. Go ahead, support your favorite podcast, your favorite podcasters, and all of that good stuff. And on that note, it's the Bull Vince.
And I'm Ash.
I'll let y'all.
Make it, baby. Make it make sense. Come on, make it make sense. Come on, make it, baby. Make it make sense. Come on, make it.